Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel. We are going to do another breakdown. This is on the along the lines of the LeBron James one, but this is the original version that I want to watch with Kobe. We're going to watch this. It's Kobe's breakdown on Trae Young. This shit is fire. My cheap ass green screen. All right, let's go.
On this episode of Detail,
Bro.
I will break down how Trae Young needs to read the game as if it's a chessboard, understanding how to put defenses in a position where it's a lose-lose. Are you going to stay with the shooter, or are you going to leave the shooter and open up opportunities for elbow jumpers and layups at the rim? Stay with the shooter and you open up diving opportunities and weak side three opportunities. Here, zip that ball right over the top. This defender has his hands down. Got to zip that ball right to this big over the top. Right, the more I can establish early.
So, this is only a short video, so I'll do a little bit of debriefing myself. A lot of times people who are passers, they go for the pass first, and it always gets picked off. That's my habit in particular. I was taught by someone, I can't remember who, but they said play with the intention of scoring, even if you're a pass first player. And once you do that, the passes will go through naturally. And I never quite understood it. So what I do is I want to look to score. I want to look to score every time, but I don't end up. But I want to pass. And what ends up happening is you start just wanting to score and shooting and shooting and shooting, and you start to forget about the scoring, the passing. So Trae Young, he passes, but he's a natural scorer, hands down. As soon as he sees space, shooting, right? So his is the opposite. The passes are always going to be there because he's a natural scorer. He just has to see the pass, and that's what Kobe's doing here.
That I'm going to make these passes on these plays, the more it frees me up to score during the season.
Exactly.
Right, here we go. Off of this action right now, there's nobody back there. This defensive player has his hands down. Zip that ball right over the top here to the big. Let him finish at the rim.
Note too, even if his hands are up, if you make that the right pass, like a lob or something, he'll catch that. He should anyway.
If that's a tough pass, for example.
And this is summer league.
You're playing against a team where this big has his hands up high. Right, he's not going to let me throw that ball over the top. Then what I need to do is come off of this screen here, zip that ball to the corner, and now the pass goes corner into this big diving.
I'm actually just loving that.
Boom, bucket. Against really good defensive teams, now we got to go corner, hit the big diving, boom.
Kick to the
this
back
little
corner.
Guy's going to pull over the help. That's fine. The big catches it. The big fires it here for a shot. Boom, boom. Right? Got to be able to play the games in sequences of options. Here, again, same action. I mean, this is the basic read that I'm going to do all season long. Coming off of this dribble handoff action, I'll be able to make this read all season. It's a very basic and simple one. How a team's going to play it, right? This team's in a drop coverage. Okay, if they're in a drop coverage, then my read is exactly the same. I come off, I keep my dribble alive, I keep this defender on my back, I occupy this real estate, make this big play me, right? This big dives, and now the big has to make a decision, right? It's the same play as before. This big has to make a decision, right? He dives, this big stays with me, right? That means I have the big diving at the rim for a lob. This player pulls in, this player should be deep corner.
Yeah.
Has to be deep corner. Spacing is off here. They're mucking up this area here.
People need to understand that too. It's that number 10 there in the corner probably thinks he's actually in the corner, but he's not. You have to go right into deep corner, like what Kobe said. That's deep corner there. Right in there, so that you're that guy who's defending the corner really has to stretch out there. A lot of people think that corner's there. That's a corner there. It's a cheating corner. And a real good coach will pick that shit up and just obliterate you for being lazy. And it's weird because it's only like a 2 feet difference, but it's enough.
Has to be deep corner. Spacing is off here. They're mucking up this area here. He needs to slide deep corner. So now the dive occurs. This weak side defender pulls in to help. Now this player shakes up to where he is. Now there's the pass.
There's so much space,
right?
man.
So I can come off, here's the handle, the big stays with me, make the pass to the big lays it up, or here's the help, big makes the pass to the corner for 3, right? Now, if I keep the dribble alive and the big decides not to stay with me, he goes with the big, diving to the basket, now that's an easy money jumper for me at the elbow. That's easy, that's a layup.
Steady shoots it.
And as Trae Young progresses from college to the pros, it becomes more important to understand the strategy of the game before the game takes place. And that can only be done with film work, constant study, and attention to detail. For more analysis, go to Detail On It.
Bro, I'm going to break down these videos so much. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to break down these videos so much. Like, learning from Kobe is just stupid is stupid to ignore. So I know these videos haven't been out for a long time, but I haven't watched it in the lens that I watch the game in now. So I am going to do a little quick series of this. Hope you guys watch and learn with me. Appreciate it, and appreciate all the subs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you have any ideas or any concepts or any opinions on what I'm doing. If not, deuce. How do I stop this?